Hey everybody, we're at the Whiskey Castle here in Hurst, Texas, 6th Street. Spirits, of course, will be here, then Tyler Carroll will be here a little while later, and Tim's walking around to do all his professional things here. So I'll
There we
let
go.
Tim do this professional stuff now.
What's the professional stuff? Oh, we're at the Whiskey Castle in Hurst. Today we have 6th Street Spirits, which I didn't give them a chance initially because of the shape of their bottle. I always think
Yeah.
gimmick bottles aren't any good. It proves true because I think Blanton sucks. So that being said, you don't have to react to that at all. Please be professional. I actually think that the juice from this place is great. I like to take a break from politics once in a while, as you guys know, and have a drink, as you all should probably as well. Don't pretend to be healthy. Just have a drink once in a while.
Whiskey
especially,
is a healthy diet.
yeah, with how things are going. So
Sure.
that being said, I'm going to hand it over to our master. Now, what is your role at the distillery?
I'm the general manager and vice president of operations.
Awesome. And you get to travel around and do all these fantastic tastings like the one here at the Whiskey
Yeah,
Castle.
every once in a while.
I let him out of the cabin.
We have 10 different things to taste today. I will not be drinking all of them. I have to spit them out so that I can be sober. Make sure that you drink responsibly when you drink and that you're over 21 when you do it. I have to say that as a disclaimer. That being said, let's get into it. Show us what you got.
Yeah, so I mean, the thing about us is we were started by two brothers about 15 years ago. So about around the time when you started seeing like your very first Texas distilleries like start to be opening up, start to be releasing their product. Of course, the story between Garrison Brothers and Balcones being the first two, depending on how you look at it. This is when our brand was being conceived, like in terms of like what they wanted it to be like, and at the time, they started sourcing from a well-known distillery in Indiana, which is now known as Ross and Squibb. And that's where all of our juice comes from. They bought these barrels around that time, so they've been maturing this whole period since then. And what we like to do is we like to take the flavor profile that comes from that distillery and kind of give our little twist on it in Texas. So first off, the juice is in the barrels, stored in one of, I think, 2 or 3 rick houses that are actually subterranean. The one that we're located in is by the river, so across, right across from Kentucky and Indiana, and it is matured at a very slow pace because of its being located in basically the cellar up there. So it has this nice, long, cool maturation period there. We bring the barrels down to Texas. We finish them maturation process in Texas. So we kind of give a little bit of a spin on the final flavor profile by having it in a little bit different, climate than for its last period of time. But we don't want to disrupt like the overall flavor profile. I like to think that the flavor of our whiskey kind of gives it a little bit more of a assertive, like robust, woody kind of quality to it. But it has like a nice, slow aging profile as well. And then on top of that, we have different, of course, age statements that we've released, and we're starting to do barrel finishing as well. So we'll kind of go through some of those.
So why guitar-shaped bottle?
Guitar-shaped bottle, yeah, a lot of people ask that. It's a great question. Of course, like long story short, basically the guy who started the brand, his name was Michael Liddell, him and his brother. Michael was a designer, and he was just a big fan of music in general, but of course, like Texas music, country music, rock and roll. And he designed the bottle himself, and he unfortunately passed away a few years ago. But it was kind of like his, he was a branding kind of expert. So he kind of wanted to create a brand that, had good juice inside the bottle, but the bottle is what kind of caught your attention, and it paid homage to a lot of stuff that we enjoy in Texas, country music, rock and roll, that kind
I feel
of
like a
thing.
jerk now. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. There we go.
Yeah.
It's like great. I mean, these bottles are wonderful. I noticed the artisanship as soon as I saw them.
No, I had the same impression at first too.
Yeah.
And
Because how long have you
But
worked
it's-
for them for?
A couple years now.
But it's legitimately, it's some of it takes you off guard because I've tried it before, and I know bartenders that have served this have said to me, "You've got to try this."
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic,
Especially the higher age stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll start out here.
Yeah.
So these are kind of like, more of like the introductory SKUs
Okay.
that we have, the products. I have a vodka on here because just as a good way. Honestly, it's a good way to start off with a kind of like a palate cleanser
Absolutely.
almost.
No.
You know, for me,
So I say before every meal. I'm
exactly.
going to cleanse my palate with a shot of vodka.
That's right.
It's just like adult water.
Yeah.
But it has a nice flavor profile to it because we actually blend in a little bit of unaged rye. So it's got a 90% corn distillate, 10% unaged rye mash bill.
All right, I'll do it.
He's like,
And
let's drink this shit.
yeah.
I mean, he's talking
can't
about
wait
it.
any
I just
longer.
like, here's the thing. Like, I
Mhm.
live in the realm of politics my entire life. And then I have a whiskey room. Have you seen the whiskey room yet?
No, it's not. I've
No,
not
you
seen
haven't
pictures.
seen the new whiskey.
I've only
yet.
seen the pictures. But not
I
been
am,
to it.
am I passing this down? Are you doing this too, sir?
We're all doing it.
There you go. Of course you are.
Thank you.
And you're drinking it all because it's your job. And if you don't, I'll report back. Customer service.
So I'm not a big vodka guy, but the whole idea was, you know, blending the rye in there was just give it a little bit something different. He liked to call it vodka for whiskey drinkers.
There you go.
Um,
I appreciate it.
Oh,
But to me, it
Smells nice.
gives a little bit more weight on the palate, like a little bit more mouthfeel.
passing it over. We have a guest.
And it's to kind of like prime, you know, our taste buds and our brains for this is kind of how whiskey starts out. You know, it starts out as a blend of, you know, corn, rye, you know, whatever secondary grains, and then it gets thrown in a barrel and you get the barrel influence.
It's really
Nice.
good.
Yeah, I would drink this as is just fine.
Yeah.
This could hurt me pretty quick. 'Cause you
Can we
forget-
be quiet in the audience, please? Why is your cell phone even out? This is, I really like
If
this.
you want to comment, say derogatory things to
Yeah.
you during the chat.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
really like this and I do this.
for all intents and purposes, it works like a vodka, drinks like a vodka. I think you can drink it straight or on ice even.
I like it.
But I mean, I like it in like, you know, vodka spirit forward cocktails, like, you know, it makes a really good martini. You know,
I bet it does.
I don't like vodka and I would drink that straight.
Yeah.
I have to watch it. I have to make sure that the camera can hear us because I can't whisper like I normally have a microphone right in my face so I can hear the intonations and I can't really do it this way here. Great.
Yeah, so that's our vodka. We call it vodka and rye. And that also comes in the lovely artisanal guitar bottle.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Um,
consistent.
Who would ever knock a shape of a bottle?
Yeah.
Well, the one thing it does is it definitely catches people's eye, and it's a kind of a conversation starter at
Oh, yeah.
that. You know, no matter what, you either love it or hate it. But
I think it's cool.
It's grown on
The
me a
guitar
lot.
pick also is really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like a nice little.
I'm not
texture.
knocking the shape. You don't have to defend it. I'm not knocking it. I think it's cool. After I realize how good the juice is,
We
which
all
by
had
the
the
way,
same reaction.
any
Yeah.
shaped bottle, I usually give a very, very like I'm like, okay, here we go. You're trying to get my attention. But this
Usually
one
it's
gets your attention and
overcompensating.
keeps
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Usually, unfortunately, it's a loss.
There's
This-
another guy here whose bottle is a different shape and got my attention after I drank the juice out of it. So there we go.
See, that's true.
Yeah. All right.
All right, next we have a 4-year. So this is
All right.
our base expression for the bourbon. Typically, the 4-year spends a little bit less time in Texas because its overall aging profile is less time.
Okay.
But we're trying to get it to have like a minimum aging profile in Texas. This one was probably about a year. And we always proof the 4-year and the next one up, which is the 6-year down to 100.
Oh, down. Okay, only down to 100.
Yeah, only
Okay.
down to 100.
Good place to start.
So it's like bottled and bond without the government involved.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's the mash bill on? Are they allowed to tell you since it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, all of our bourbon mash bills are the same.
Okay.
Michael wanted the specific 75, 21, 4.
Okay.
Mash
Okay,
bill.
the standard one. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, so that'll be the same across the whole thing. With our rise, it's going to be 95.5.
Well, that makes it easier.
Yeah. But this, to me, you know, it's proof to 100, you know, 2 shine through in cocktails. But also more approachable.
I like it.
Yeah, just a good, solid, good place to start for the evening.
How much is that? What's the MSRP on that bottle?
That one's about 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Give or take.
And it's a pretty art piece when you're done with it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people actually take the bottles and, you know, make like lamps out of them.
See, we're talking about lamps. See, there you go.
There's a very good. There's
They look
a very easy piece to now just put in. That's a touch
Mhm.
top. It's like what's it like $15 for those things?
Yeah, and then you can get all kinds of different colors.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's the 4-year. And then the 6-year is going to be exactly the same, just a little more age on it.
Okay.
And you know how it is with distilleries too. A lot of times, you know, some older juice actually gets put into the bottle.
Right.
So this particular 6 years probably a little closer to 7 years old.
Okay.
But still 100 proof, and you kind of just get to see, you know, where we started with the vodka, the unaged, then you get to the 4, and then you get to the 6, and you start to see what the age does to it. You know, a couple more years in the barrel, and you can kind of just see what that influence does.
Adds a little more barrel spice to it there.
Mhm.
A couple more is in. And it's the same thing. It's down to 100 on that one as well.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I think there's a little more depth. It's got a little bit more of you know, a little more wood, of course.
For people watching, what's the price difference when we go up to 6 years?
6 years, about $64.99.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
And if people are wondering why the price goes up when there's extra years, it's because of the evaporation that comes off, the angel share that comes off of the barrel. So you have less juice to sell on top of it, taking all the money that it takes to actually age it while you have it sitting in a rick house or wherever you have it. The angel share comes off, so there's less in the bottle. I used to, when I first got into whiskey, I was like, why is this so expensive? Certain things, and like a Booker's, for instance, because they have so little left in the barrel when they go to bottle it.
Yeah, or even the distillers in Texas too.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
where
definitely a problem.
there's no temperature control.
You know
I mean,
all about that.
yeah, a lot of the barrels are almost like completely empty. You know?
Yeah, I know we've done some barrel picks of different distilleries, and we would make like half a bottle. I'm like, oh, awesome! This tastes great. Except we can't even sell this damn thing to me.
Yeah. All right, let me rotate out, and we'll get to
All
the
right.
next tier up.
By the way, if you guys ever want to come to a whiskey tasting while he's doing that, the Whiskey Castle, what's the website?
Yeah, whiskeycrusaders.com.
WhiskeyCrusaders.com. You can also go to Whiskey Castle TX. It's on X right now. It's tagged in this live. If you guys have any questions about whiskey, I think I'll be able to see them. Glad you guys are hanging out today. No, I'm not covering any riots today or anything ridiculous. We're hanging out, having a great time.
Yeah,
Here.
need a break from that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all need a break from everything in the news
Exactly.
cycle, and there's no better way to take a break from that. Than, oh, there's a cab finished one coming up. I see a little tag on the side.
Oh, it's
There's no better way to take a break. I mean, yeah, you might have a family or something, play with kids, but if not, get some whiskey.
Plus, you need that because of the family sometimes too. Plus, all the damn snow we had here for the last ice.
Yeah, a lot of us were stuck in for
Yeah. So
with
this
a
was
half
supposed
inch
to
of
be,
ice.
you know, last week, but we had to hunt for a week.
We had a half inch of ice.
Yeah.
Y'all
So
got
I,
it worse than we did.
I
for
sat in the
sure.
house for 6 days and didn't leave.
Same.
So it was fine.
And you would think I would have accomplished something. No, just got drunk and dumped my girlfriend and got her back. All right, there we go.
All right, I'll take over from there.
She's like, thanks.
So we had fun with the vodka, the 4 year and the 6 year. Those are kind of like your entry points. Those are kind of like the ones that I feel like, you know, you'd see more often everywhere on the bar and retail stores. They make good cocktails. Now we're getting into the higher age stuff where, you know, if it's me, it's a neat pour, you know, or, you know, on ice or something like that. But, you know, you're getting into your higher level stuff. And we're going to start with the 10 year. Now this stuff turned 10 in September of last year. The majority of our barrel stock is that age. And we threw a little birthday party for him in September. And
Nice.
we actually had like a whole row of barrels lined up, and you could pop them open and just try one barrel after another.
That's
And it
awesome.
was really fun. And we even like kind of like just decided to just let people bottle their own barrels or bottle their own bottles right
Oh,
there. So if
very
like
nice.
I like
That's cool
like
shit.
barrel number 3 or 4 or whatever, then you could walk home with your own bottle
Shit,
of that
That's
day.
a really good
How do we get
experience.
invited to that
It was
party?
fun. Well, I think we'll probably do it again this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'd love to go down
in
and do that. That sounds
September.
cool shit.
So yeah, for sure, you guys should come down.
We should do that. It sounds like a good time.
And so now that that'll be the 11 years
Okay.
this year too. So
Cool.
so this one got bottled in September,
Okay.
and it was just turned 10. And what we're doing is kind of showcasing that juice. But then, since we're a craft bottler that's using liquid from Indiana, we want to also age it in Texas, but also do different things with it. So this was kind of like the idea was, not a whole lot of people are rebarreling like the higher age stuff. A lot of times you'll see like
Right.
barrel finishes, like in the 5-6 year range. Sometimes a little older. It just depends. But we decided to do that with the 9-10 year stuff.
Okay.
So we'll try the 10 year unadulterated, just
Okay.
straight out of the barrel first, and then we'll try a 10 year double oak. This one spent about 16 to 18 months, I think, in the second
Wow,
oak
that's a
barrel.
long time for a second barrel.
Right. And I think what we learned was we actually liked it a little bit less in the double
Okay.
oak barrel. So I've got another release of that, a much larger release coming in February.
Okay.
And probably late February, early March. And that's going to be 9 months.
Okay.
Which to me was like perfect.
Perfect.
So
Okay. Awesome.
this one's a little more oaky than that one's going to be. And then we also have a Cabernet finished one. This one was 9 years total age. And we also have another release of this coming at the end of this year, probably September, October.
Cool.
How hard are these to get when they come out? Or do they sell out quickly?
We're still kind of working the kinks out with the distribution aspect of it,
Yeah.
getting it placed in retail. We do have some places that really like it and they're going to pick it up. Online is usually the best bet. And I do have like free shipping codes that I can hand out too.
Nice.
So it's, almost no cost to the consumer versus just walking into a store.
Yeah.
And that and the distillery are the best bet.
Okay.
But you never know. We might have some more, stuff out there.
Where is the distillery? Go and know where that is.
Yeah,
Come
we're in
visit you.
Giddings, Texas. So
Which is where?
it is exactly. It's kind of in the middle of Austin and Houston, but
Okay.
closer to the Austin side.
Okay.
And about 45 minutes to an hour away.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have we're actually in an old train depot station.
That's cool.
Very cool.
It's was built in the 1870s, and it's a really cool old building. Train comes by like 30 times a day,
Oh,
really loud.
so is that how the barrels age, just rattling? as
I don't
it goes
know,
by?
man. Who knows? The sound or maybe the vibrations.
Well, you see other brands with musical stuff. That
Yeah,
does that.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have to go around and fix the camera.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes it reacts to
No, it just really likes me. It just
That's
kind
what
of
it is.
yeah.
Freaky.
It saw me and was
the
like,
magic of these AI cameras is that they will shift with hand motions.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
okay. So if I want,
Broadcasting on X or?
Yeah.
Yes.
we're on X.
And there we go.
so the 10-year is same mash bill, same stock of barrels, just
Okay.
aged to 10 years, and then we did improve this one down.
Okay.
But the barrel strength ended up being only 112. With our bourbons, they're usually around 112, 115-ish.
Okay.
Not crazy. The ryes, on the other hand, for us are going to be higher proof.
Okay.
But this is, nice 10-year bourbon.
I'm not
And,
sad at 112 at all.
No, it's not bad at all.
It's quite nice.
You'd really start getting more of those concentrated flavors coming through. Yeah.
All right, now I'm excited about this double oaked.
Yeah, the double oak is my personal favorite.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, go for it. So double oak, we decided to do, just as our first iteration of the double barrel series or
I'll
whatever.
carry it over here.
We worked with Independent Stave
Okay.
and so ISC to get the barrels. These are wave stave barrels,
Oh, nice.
and which is they basically cut from the top down like these little grooves in the barrel. So when you look at it on its side, it has these like wave like kind of structures, and that leaves some variations in exposure to the wood underneath the char as well as the char. So you get a little bit of both. You get like almost like a combination of toast and char. That's what we really, really liked.
Super chocolate.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And you can really just look at the color difference too.
Yeah.
Like just the difference between like
Oh
the.
shit, you're right.
It's
That's
kind of hard
great.
to tell on the
Yeah.
camera, but one's like
It's
more
very-
golden and one. Well, you can kind of see it. But yeah, that's just the barrel influence. So these are roughly equivalent age. So now you're just tasting what that rebarreling does, that secondary cask, which I think is fun. For spirits nerds, for bourbon nerds, I think we all like a little bit more information about how the the thing was produced and like.
Definitely. More
So
transparency, the better.
yeah, you're like, okay, well, the 10-year is good, and then this one is that exact same juice, but with that second aspect to it.
That's really good.
It's not bad at all. I like that.
What's the price point go for these two?
These ones are about the double barrel's 109. The 10-year is going to be about like $95, I
Okay.
think. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so $10 a year, so super reasonable.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of what we were going for, was $10 a year. Mm-hmm.
Pass me that cab finished, please.
Cab finish.
I need that one.
Cab finish is cool. We actually worked with a winery down the road from us called Bustedo Cellars for this one.
Okay.
And we literally just swapped barrels. So we gave them a couple ex-bourbon barrels. They gave us a couple ex-wine barrels. The wine barrels are from their Ruby Cabernet. And we threw, at the time, some 8-year liquid into those Ruby Cab barrels
Okay.
and let it finish. And then the total age ended up being 9 years. Now, the next iteration of this is going to be coming out at the end of the year, as I mentioned. But our winery barrel source has changed. It's actually going to be Napa Cab barrels.
Okay. So,
So,
vastly different.
Yeah, those are going to be fun. And this one, and then the one we're also going to release later, is going to be French oak as well.
Hmm.
So just some slight differences. I like the double oak because it's got like this kind of like robust, like kind of almost like chocolatey, kind of assertive, woody quality.
Mhm.
And then I love the Ruby Cab as a complement to that, because instead of emphasizing like the oak, you're emphasizing more of the red fruit.
Your hand up.
No.
Calls the camera. It turns on the tracking and calls the camera over.
Yeah,
It's like I just want it on me.
silly.
Damn
be
you AI.
Terrible for like Italians.
I know. Let me just. Is there a way to? I'll just leave it like that. Hopefully that'll work.
Yeah, you know, technology. It's getting there.
It's getting there. It's catching up.
It's one of those things.
So this is fun, and I wanted to note that like one of my favorite products ever that was only made once, and I hope that you guys never stop making this, was Redwood Empire did a 12-year aged with cab, I think a red blend, and then something else.
Mm.
It was one of my favorite products ever. Loved it. They did it one time, and that was it. It was when they were very early on. The price point was much higher too than this, but this is fantastic.
This one also, if you smoke cigars, it is amazing with a cigar because
Wow, I bet so.
it's got a little bit more softness to it. And, if you're smoking a cigar, you got this like kind of robust like smoke that you're,
I
puffing
wouldn't
on.
be surprised if someone later this evening check that out. Yeah.
And this is just, it's a nice contrast. It's really
Absolutely, yeah. So, but yeah, later this evening is the master class for all this fun stuff. So that's what we're doing. This is like the pre-game arranged version of this. The shorter version, of course, will be a much longer, in-depth version this evening here at the Whiskey Castle.
And if you want to come to that, you can go to whiskeycrusaders.com. You do these events multiple times a month,
correct.
and literally every type of fine whiskey or tequila. I think you've done. I think you've done scotches. You've done everything you can think of here.
Yep, pretty much. And then, of course, all of our private classes and all that fun stuff that you can do anytime you want, as long as we're give us a call. We can open up and educate you on many fine whiskeys.
All right. So the next group is going to be all rye.
All
So
right.
we were just going bourbon. Now we're doing rye. Again, as I said, the rye is going to be a much higher proof. So we have an 8-year, a 10-year, and a 12-year. These are all barrel strength. I forgot which one. I think this one's going to be 124 on the 8-year proof. This one is 118, a little bit a step down there, but still high. And then the 12-year is going to be a nice 138 or 131.8.
Sweet.
And sometimes I'll even let people try it and then have them try to guess the proof.
No, there you go.
I think we've done that before, and people usually are like, "This does not drink that hot at all."
Yeah.
Like they guess like 100, 110. But I'll start with the 8-year rye, and yeah,
I'm excited.
I am too.
these are what I would say rye drinkers rye too, because
Perfect.
there's a lot of ryes out there. I think what a lot of people that say they don't like rye are turned off by some of like the more herbal kind of dill flavors that can come
Right.
through on rye. To me, this has none of that. It does have a little bit of woodsy herbal notes, but it's more like, you get the woodiness, the spice.
It's got that eucalyptus.
There's a little bit of dried fruit, I feel like, as well.
What's the proof on this?
124. Yeah.
There's no burn whatsoever. This is like, you don't taste that at all. You just get
Mhm.
flavor on this. There's no kick.
Wild.
Just one.
I can see the eucalyptus part too. Yeah, it's got a little bit of that for sure, but it's got a nice spice to it. Great for wintertime to just sit, when it's cold out and just sit on this and
Absolutely.
warm you up.
Definitely warm you up.
Mhm.
Would you like some to warm up?
I think
We can turn the heat on too if you like. We do have a heater here.
And then we have a 10-year, so we're stepping up the age on these as well. The 10-year to me has very similar qualities as the 8, just has a little bit more refinement on the palate. And I feel like with this particular bottling, there's a little bit less of the kind of raisiny dried fruit, and it's just more wood. So if you like, a little bit more of a woodsy,
Okay.
nice kind of rye, I feel like the 10-year is definitely a little bit more of that.
That's not even, I get like no alcohol in that at all. That's all flavor.
Yeah.
That is like literally all flavor, which is very hard to do on a high proof rye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there you go. There you get the heat's on. So you just have to ask. No, the reason we keep it cool is when there's 50, 60 people in here later,
I know it's gonna. You don't have to leave.
that's fine. There's no one here yet.
And then finally, this is more of a limited kind of thing, selective. I think,
Yeah, I know when you came to
Yeah.
check the place out, you brought a sample of this.
yeah.
One of our friends,
This
Lake,
is-
us so much we went and bought 3 bottles that night.
This
Oh.
is the same. This is the same barrel.
Oh,
Yeah. So I think I had just bottled that barrel, and a whiskey group in Katy Bourbon Mafia
Okay.
got half a barrel of this.
Yeah,
And I had a little bit left over that I brought up here. I mean, it's a great barrel. I mean,
Yes, it
you're talking about like the 124 doesn't drink that hot. Like this is 131, and it doesn't drink like that at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got the best of both worlds with the 8 and the 10. I feel like it's got both elements, but just
You aren't kidding. That's amazing.
Yeah, that maybe drinks 100. That's scary.
Sneak up on you, yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
That's really good.
yeah, I love that rye. That's a delicious rye.
Wow.
It's very jammy. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. A raspberry in there. That's a fun rye.
Last but not least, I have the Rockin' Rye,
All right.
which is rye whiskey based, and it is a flavored whiskey, so it has
All right.
essentially like an infusion.
Okay.
Well, it has fresh oranges, fresh whole spices, cinnamon, clove. It has fresh ginger as well. It's made in-house in Giddings.
Okay.
Awesome. It's very small batches at a time. We are working on filtering it a little bit more, so it's not going to be as opaque.
Okay.
Yeah, because the thing we found is that because
Yeah.
it has some like organic sediment,
Mhm.
that if the bottle sits, it'll steep to the
Oh,
bottom,
yeah.
and then the more you deplete the bottle, the stronger the spice
Oh.
interacts with the
All right.
liquid.
Interesting.
So
I will
Yeah.
say, at least with the how it's less transparent. The stuff in it's real.
yeah,
It's true.
That's
Yeah.
like a big thing. A lot of times when people flavor whiskey, it's just sugar and flavoring. That's
that's
real
the
stuff.
thing. Yeah, that a lot of people that like flavored whiskey or liqueurs and stuff like that, like I tell them like it's literally all natural ingredients. Like there's no junk, artificial stuff in there at all.
What's going to be awesome, since that's going to be the featured cocktail for this evening, like that's the perfect winter thing too. It's
That
got
is
that mulled
incredible.
spices in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be perfect.
You could even warm that up, right? I mean, that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
just bring a crock pot and warm that up later.
For sure. It's got like
It's
a
delicious.
cider or mulled wine quality to it. We call it Christmas in a bottle because it's got like those holiday spice notes, but good by itself or over a rock. I actually really like it with ginger beer. It's kind of like a dark and stormy riff,
Oh yeah, so that would be good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So, Sixth Street Spirits. where can people go online to find all of these fantastic things?
Yeah, so we
Or
have
is hold on, is distribution around the country? Can you find it at every liquor store now?
no.
Okay.
We're only in Texas, Florida, and Kentucky currently.
Okay.
Yeah, so Florida mainly around the Tampa area, a little bit in Fort Lauderdale area, and then Kentucky. We're just now kind of getting distribution there too, a handful of places, and in Texas we're the first set of SKUs that I showed you, and then the Rock and Rye. Specs has something like 140 locations that carry those.
Okay.
Total Wine has the 2 8 and 10-year ryes in most Austin stores. We're still waiting on the rest of the state, and then some independents too, in DFW and Houston, Austin. But our website is just sixthstreetspirits.com. That's sixth spelled out, street spelled out. And on the shop, you can get pretty much everything that we just tasted. And the things that aren't on there, I think the 10-year and the 12-year aren't on there yet. They will be pretty soon. And for the class here, I was going to offer the free shipping code. If you guys are listening on the stream here, Crusaders 2026 will get you free shipping. That's $20 off, and it applies for multiple bottles.
That's awesome.
So
Sweet. Well, thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
People will love that.
You're going to get an order from me pretty soon. So that's fantastic. Thank you again for doing this.
yeah,
It's
thank you
awesome.
guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
This is great.
How do you want to do this? Are we going to do the second set? Do you want to have the second?
We just move them all in here.
Yeah, let's move them in.
We'll
Let's
do
do that,
one
yeah.
stream at a time.
Oh, we're good. We'll do another. Are you ready to come in?
All right, Justin, we're going to tag team you in.
We're going to clear out these glasses. Fantastic. That rye, that 12-year rye is.
Oh yeah, that's it.
This is a murky glass. Do you this?
Yeah, probably would be a terrible plan at this point.
All right, so we're at the Whiskey Castle here in Hearst, Texas. I always forget it's Hearst.
It is hers. It is hers.
Hearst, Texas. One of my favorite places. How many bottles do you have here? Right now?
About 3,500.
Okay, so about 3,500 bottles in your place right now. You do private classes as well as whiskey tastings with fantastic distillers who come in. You've had everybody here from, literally, Johnny Walker was here. Texas today is your Texas highlight, which is
Yeah,
fantastic.
and in fact, we'll do a Texas Independence Day here in February 28th. We'll six distillers here that day, and that'll be a festival style. It'll be around the room, so that'll be fun.
Is that Fourgate?
Yeah, there's
Fourgate was here.
Fourgate's been here. Glenlivet, Balvenie, Sagamore, Compass Box, Iron Root. We've had all sorts. The biggest, the Redbreast has been here. So yeah, biggest and the best that comes here, and we get the global ambassadors, the distillers, Dr. Don.
You literally
down
had
here,
the woman who was here doing Johnny Walker. Was it the Emmys? Just
Yeah, she was
came
at
in?
the Emmys. Yeah, handing out to all the stars and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
So she might know what she's doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Megan's pretty great for that. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's been a lot of really cool. Like I said, it's always their best. Like the global ambassadors and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's not the local locals who don't know a damn thing. They're not here.
No, it's like the best. It's wild because this is such a hidden little place, a hidden gem,
Yeah.
and folks should come to it. I have enjoyed every time I've been here. Well, most of the time, and I'm looking forward to what we're getting next with these.
Yeah, we're
folks.
doing some Tawakaro here in a second.
Yeah.
So
And Talacaro started in the Grapevine where I used
they
to.
did.
And
In
then I
fact,
moved like I moved.
yeah, because in fact we used to go hang out with them down there in Grapevine when they were there, but silly ass city wouldn't make it wet.
Hey guys, you want to get in here? Or you want to talk?
What's going on, James?
All right.
How's it going? Good to see you. Really?
Good to see you, bud.
What's going on, Tim? Good to meet
Yeah,
you.
good to
Are you in on this too? We can move down.
I don't sure. Need to be, I can. Pull it
Okay,
over if
all
you
right,
want.
then hang out. Yeah.
Up to you.
definitely.
I think we need. Do we have clean Glencairn or more Glencairn?
I think I can look them.
I think that's right. Hey, Steph, Eric's gonna we'll get more Glencairn, guys. That's the one thing we do need is new Glencairns, because otherwise it's kind of hard with a group. in our
We have two
hands.
fresh ones here.
Yeah, we've actually had a long relationship with Tall Carol because back in there in Grapevine, so we've known those guys for a long time, and you guys have moved down and got to see all the new stuff we talked about in Grapevine.
Yeah.
That's come to fruition down there.
Yeah, it's been way too long. Man.
Yeah, it's great. So
Good to be back. Last time I was with y'all, we were in your house.
yeah, you're in the house. Yeah, God, yeah. That's how long we've known these guys. We're doing this shit in the house.
You want to throw the bottles up there?
Yeah, make it pretty for you guys once they're
Oh,
open.
yeah.
So,
All right, so we have what do you want to start?
We talk a little about the history.
Yeah, let me-
One was like, what the hell is Tawakaro? What all that stuff is? Where you
Yeah.
guys started? Why you started? All that fun stuff. Let's start with that.
Yeah, definitely. Tawakaro is how you pronounce it. It's a Caddo Nation word. It means bend in the river. It's how we would pronounce it. We started in Grapevine in 2016, and we like history. We like kind of studying history and just kind of keeping it fresh or keeping it current. But Grapevine Creek was originally called Tawakaro Creek.
Oh.
It's where the President Houston of Texas met the 10 North Texan tribes and signed the Treaty of Peace of 1843.
Which is a statue of in front of the hotel on Main Street, Grapevine.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, they finished that actually just after we left or after we moved. But it's cool still. It's great. Yeah. We started in 2016. I didn't get equipment until 2017. In late 2017, started making juice. And from the beginning, from day one, I just have a desire, I guess, in my heart to always want to make things. I just enjoy working with my hands and getting dirty. So I dedicated, right off the bat, to make a grain to glass Texas bourbon, and to just make a good solid product. Maybe not have a million SKUs, but have a really good solid product. But I wanted it to be different. And that's where Tawakaro came in. It was a watering hole back then. It was really where most people in the area got water. And so the canteen bottle kind of came up. And but we wanted to make something different, but very good, very solid, very a good base.
Yeah.
So we want to be different. So we're a 4-grain bourbon. So we're grain glass, 4-grain bourbon. And my production. My production methods are, they're not proprietary, but they're not used a whole lot. But we started in late 2017. By January of 2018, I was cranking 30 gallons every day, and I just started making whiskey. So that whole year, just kept my nose to the grind and made a lot of bourbon, and then in 2019, February, we released to the market with a 1-year bourbon, the Grey Green label. It's 96 proof, 1-year-old, and it's silver medal in San Francisco. And
Nice.
we never missed a medal from that point on. But
I have batch one of my bar at the house.
do you? Wow, wow! I only have 1 bottle of.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's why.
Early on, my wife would buy all the early, every batch.
Yeah, I think I like the first 4 batches.
Yeah, that's great. That's crazy stuff. Very fruity, very kind of open, and but we released to the market, and we were in the market for a year, and then COVID hit, and we just had to pivot. But we had already pivoted out of the building and into a new space in Palestine. We needed more room. I'm making barrels every day, or a barrel every day, sometimes 2, and so, as I'm sure your listeners know, when you make a barrel, you got to store the barrel.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you just run out of room. It's that quick. It's we were putting, moving things around, trying to make it work, and it was just getting tight. So we found a spot out in Palestine, and the city was great. They were really encouraging and loved us moving there, and we transplanted everything. So during that time, 2018 and into 19, I always had, just my eye on production, and I had found these copper pots, knowing that I needed to increase production over time as a grain to glass distillery. And they're Hershey's chocolate pots, actually in the Oakdale, California Hershey's plant that moved to Monterrey, Mexico. And they left everything behind, and they left 12 of these beautiful Arthur Harris & Co. copper pots. And they're incredibly, we're very blessed. I had a shot at getting 8 of them when I went to Oakdale, and we actually got 7. They held one back at the day of buy, actually.
They realized what they had on the way out the door.
Maybe. But we got 7, and I sold a couple couple. Well, I sold 3, but one to a very good friend, one of my partners actually, and then one to a guy up in Maine, but or two to a guy up in Maine. But yeah, they're amazing. So during the Grapevine stint, or I had these things sitting in my storage or in our next door building, and we couldn't put them up yet because I didn't want to invest the money to stage them, not knowing if we were going to have room to even make a barrel. So it doubles our production. It goes from 400 gallons a day to 800 gallons a day.
Wow.
In the same 8-hour day or 10-hour day now. But so in Palestine, we got them going, and well, we got them installed, and just COVID, bore its claws as it did with pretty much everybody in every industry. And we've been paused in production for quite a while, but we've had good barrels that I made in 18 to 19 as supply. But yeah, last what was it? This is 26, fall of 24, late 24. I brought some great partners on, but we're blessed to have partners come on board and kick us into production, and I finished the whole system. You saw it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like, because I always say them, laying on the ground in the building next door. He's like, I need whiskey.
Stuff.
He's like, what do you need whiskey?
Hand me that one down there.
Goes-
Open.
he
Yeah,
does-
the 1 year, right? Is this the 1 year?
No, actually,
Oh.
this is actually 1-year-old bourbon, by the way.
What?
Oh,
all right.
I'll start with
What
that
should I
one.
try first? Which
This
one
is
should we
like-
start with? I
What
just
do
want
you
to start
think?
tasting.
Yeah, whatever you think. I tell you what, let's go for a big dog, Purple Haze,
Let's go.
Okay.
red and blue dog.
So, yeah, you gotta tell them the story of Purple Haze. Purple Haze is one of our favorite things we found in the distillery, walking around hanging out there for way too many hours.
Yes.
What are these magical things you have around here?
So basically, in 2000, it'd be 18 and 19, working with, cheers, gentlemen.
Oh, hello.
Pour
This
2
is-
down here, John,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I'm sure that someone in the peanut gallery there would be sad to try it.
Yes, but we are working with Tex Mall and got onto some red and blue corn, and I wanted to stick to my 4-grain bourbon, stick to my mash bill, but just change up the complexity of the bourbon. And yeah, we did red and blue. The day we did it, the first day I mashed red and blue corn. We were listening to Stevie Ray Vaughan on the radio up above, in the whole distillery, and it didn't happen it happened during the day, but Purple Haze played, and so the
Okay.
mash is like purple.
That's so
It's beautiful because I mixed equal portions,
Yeah, that's
65% corn, but mixed
That is so unique.
so good.
It's
though.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, because so we went to visit them for Tall Fest a few months ago. I'm like, do you have the Purple Haze by
I was out of town. I had an invite to that, and I was out of
Yeah.
town. And I'm a jerk. I should have done it.
It was
Man, I
a
should
great time.
Now that
Yeah,
I know
it was-
this was sitting around.
Yeah, I was like, so 'cause of course
I was in
we've known him
Washington,
forever.
by the way. I was in Washington D.C. and
And it's like, he's like, I know you want that. I was like, yeah, do you have the Purple Haze? I do. So I'm really glad he brought that today because those are the guys who won the trip who knew about those two are be very excited that's here for this evening.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's a special place in our heart, the Purple Haze for sure.
Yes, I sold the day we opened our tasting room, which it's not currently open, but a couple of years ago, I sold my favorite barrel, which was a Purple Haze barrel.
Wow,
But yeah, it's different. It's very different.
different and delicious.
Yeah, different.
It's
delicious.
unique. How long is that age?
It is. Let me see that label. I forgot actually. 2019, number 98. So it was. I believe that would have been about July of 2018.
So that's a little over a year.
Coming up on 7 years old.
Oh, 7 years. Sorry, my math. I don't know what I'm.
Yeah.
what's
Yeah,
wrong.
they just.
Oh, that just
they-
came out. Sorry, I'm dumb.
So,
I'm dumb.
The
All right.
funny part is, I actually
That's
I have
fantastic.
a 9-month version of this that we got from you.
9 months.
You understand
Yeah.
when I said, "Is that a year?" I'm like,
Yeah.
that is majestic for you. I want to learn
Yeah.
what they did. Yeah.
Yeah, we have the 9-month version because that was really real last thing before COVID hit was we hung out with you guys at an event there at the distillery in Grapevine. And I know a bunch of us like this, so we bottled a few of those
Mm.
that night. But yeah, I still got about a half a bottle of one left up there of the 9 months.
It sounds so bad.
You know,
I understand.
what's his name? Is it Jeffrey with Bourbon and Black?
That sounds right.
He anyway, yeah, he said if you sell it, I want it. if you sell the barrel.
That's right. You know about it.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's our. We only have probably about 6-7 barrels of that
Barrel
right
that-
now.
Are you guys gonna lay down more of that at some
Yeah.
point in time? Okay.
Yeah.
So like it's freaking awesome.
I started production. Really started production with you naturally have breakdowns. You naturally have. I mean, I'm
Sure.
taking old equipment like old chillers and
Yeah.
boilers and firing them back up. You're just going to have
Okay.
things that you have to fix. But yeah, in March we really started cranking in March, and I'm about. I mean, just with all the Christmas time and all that stuff, you go down in production a little bit. But I'm about 115 barrels in now. And I make about 70 gallons every day,
Okay.
Wow.
Awesome.
roughly. But I'm making all 53s as well. So
Oh, you're at all 53 instead of
Yeah.
the 30s you started.
Yeah, this was a
Okay.
30-gallon barrel.
Okay.
Cool. And we had a lot of 30-gallon barrels. We really split it actually in half, probably between 30s and 53s. But all of our barrels are 4-char at this point,
Okay.
especially now that we're starting back again.
Okay.
And we have younger, this is a 4-char, not even a year old. This is March 22.
Okay.
March 22nd of 2025.
Okay. Yes, it's not even.
So I mean, it's a Kelvin 4-char barrel, and it
Which is
tastes-
still wild for a little year that the color that thing takes on is wild.
It tastes really pretty good. I mean, the caramels and the cinnamons are actually starting to come through pretty good. And I'm also barreling at a little lower proof.
Okay.
You'll see there's another bottle in here. I think I have it here, but we have the big proofs. We used to barrel at close to 125 every
Okay.
time.
This scares me. Put the lid back on that. I don't know. I don't like having it open on
Yeah.
on the top of the rack.
And in general, just I had a general idea that the big proofs affect the harvesting of the sugar good,
Okay.
a little quicker.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
at the same time, just learning stuff over time. That a little bit added water to take the proof down actually harvests more of the sweetness.
What do you guys put in barrel entry at now?
Right now it's between 112 and 114.
Okay. So down.
Yeah.
Just okay.
So to be a little more approachable, it's another item. Like, I mean, if we put this on the shelf, it's 138. Yeah, I think it was 138. I didn't write it
Nice.
there actually. This one's 148 or one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 150.
All right. I'm looking forward to this. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that's literally.
All right.
We should do that one next.
Now
Yeah.
this one's another. We should. This is
Let's
another.
do that
big-
next.
Let's hold on. Let's go mild first. What else
Yeah.
do we have? So we have 4 bottles here. So
Yeah. So let's do.
what do you got down there?
This dude right here. This is
All
our
right.
standard 100 proof bourbon. Okay. So this is
So our lowest that we had today is 100.
You can start
Awesome.
cleaning.
it sips really.
I'm
Very
excited. If
smooth.
you listen, I trust you as a
Yeah.
distiller to know what you're doing. So I'm
It
like,
sips very smooth. It's a lot smoother than what you would think of the proof. A lot of times in my tastings, when I do tastings, I try not, especially with cast strength, I try not to talk about the proof at first.
Right. Because it's
Mhm.
scared people away.
Yeah,
Sure, sure.
just let them taste it first.
Yeah, I had no idea it was gonna be was that high at that point. So
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's big. Again, it started at 125, but that's a little bit different. A different one too. That one, actually, well, anyway, I'll talk about it when
Yeah.
we get to it. So this is 5 years old plus. It's a mix of barrels. So
Okay.
our 100 proof is usually I have to blend the barrels, and
Sure.
me and my partner tried our best to develop the flavor profile that we like. Mixing a 53 and 30s.
That's got to be a little bit of a challenge.
it's interesting. I mean, the rye really comes out in the 53s.
Okay.
A little more of the standard top funk, comes out.
Yeah.
But those 30s have such sweetness by volume,
Interesting.
and so you have to balance that and make sure one doesn't overpower the other, and it blends well. But it's hard. It's actually very hard.
So when you are doing the blend, how many barrels of actually usually go into that?
3 to 4.
Okay, so it's not
Yeah, sometimes 5. But
just depending on
yeah, our tank size, our blending tank size is not as crazy or it's not as big. Let's do that one.
double barrel.
This is,
Two
we
barrel?
need to make sure that's the rye malt.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the malted rye.
Oh.
So, yeah, in 2018, we were sitting in the warehouse and, hey, we need to come up with a rye. And every time I put the malted rye in my bourbon, this is the same malted rye that goes in our bourbon.
Okay.
It changes the mash like crazily. And I just fell in love with it. And so when we decided to do a rye, I was like, oh, why don't we just do a malted rye? There were only about that I could find at least 7 or 8 in the world at that point. And now there are obviously quite a few more. But yeah, it's just very different. It's a lot more savory than standard rye.
Yeah.
It has 68% malted rye, 17% rye berry, Elbon rye, and 6.6 corn wheat each, and then a little extra toasted 2-row malt. But
Yeah.
another 2%. It's actually a full grade as well.
What makes you sit around and go, all right, I want to do some sort of totally different thing than
I deal with the grains in front of me, usually just start to talk, and I just try to, I don't really branch out too much in what I'm buying grain wise, but I just try to say, how can I make these grains taste a little bit different compared to one?
I think
The-
too.
the main
it's so good. It's so unique.
It's very unique. And I think combined with our process, you can say, well, there are a lot of theories on how do you get flavor? How do you get what controls that? And I think it's really it's a wheel. It's a circle. There's a lot controlling it. Yeast is obviously the distiller's usual excuse for how something's going to taste, but all combined, it's the whole process.
This is 150 proof.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
I'm
is
going to clear out.
interesting.
I want to have my own fresh glass for this.
So okay,
There's
so
some now.
let me
Your
tell
partner. Your partner's got a smile on his face. Everybody else has eyes. They're just waiting.
I mean,
I don't need to brush my teeth.
I
This will
don't
burn
accept
everything. Any kind of.
Let me tell you about this one. It's so unique.
okay.
It's very unique. So when I first moved to Palestine, we met. I was meeting a lot of people, and one of the guys I met has a group of 7 to 8 local friends, and they brew, and they brew really good beer actually. And our local Pint and Barrel local restaurant and brew house actually, or I guess brew pub, is a really good brewmaster too. But anyway, this is the local guys alone who are very good brewers. They made me a Belgian quad, and I harvested a barrel of bourbon. I gave them the barrel, the 30-gallon barrel, and they put Belgian quad in for it for 6 months. I said, you can have the barrel, no problem. Usually it's $100, but I want the barrel back. So they emptied it out, and it was an amazing beer. But I then did Solera and transferred a early 2019 barrel into the Belgian quad barrel. And then it's been resting for over 2 years in the Belgian quad. It has I had to filter it, through a coffee filter.
So this is the one I swallowed. So I've been spitting out. Other than I swallowed the red and blue corn because I think it's
Holy
fantastic.
shit.
Those are the ones that I like.
This one's
Wow.
great.
This doesn't burn.
No.
Why does this not burn?
How the hell is it make 150?
I'm telling you, our proofs are very smooth on the
Shit.
palate. So I would say the reason I would say it doesn't burn as bad
It
is
doesn't burn.
It's
Not
not
as
burn.
bad.
we
It
have a
doesn't
lot
burn.
of fusel oils. We have a lot of fatty acids, and you can tell that on your tongue because it coats. It has a really good oily effect. So you don't get this vapor that's easily, I guess just vaporing off up into your nasal passages.
Can't take this on a plane. It's hazmat material. Above 140 does not fly. Not allowed to take it on a plane. I'm going to speak freely, and aside from the Whiskey Crusaders and Whiskey Castle, there's another brand in Texas that makes a cowboy bourbon every year, cowboy whiskey every year. It's above 140. This is significantly better than that.
Oh, thank you.
Their stuff burns. Yours does not.
Thank you.
This has flavor. The flavor profile is much deeper. You're right about that mouthfeel being a lot smoother.
Super oils.
The other stuff, and last time I'll generically mention them, at over 140 proof, just burns all the way down.
Yeah.
You're an artist.
Thank
This
you.
is
Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Most of our 30-gallon bourbon barrels. So discounting this one.
No, that is.
Most of our bourbon barrels are all really close or over 140 at this point. So
Is this anywhere to buy?
yes.
Yeah, what do we buy?
So our new website should be up in the next week or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a locator. We used to have a locator. if you
Yeah,
remember.
you said the one. Yeah,
Yeah, we're getting it all revamped.
Can I just drop by as an internet celebrity and buy it from you with cash?
Absolutely. This stuff obviously isn't, but our standard products of the 100 proof, the
Yeah.
cast strength, and the rye malt are all on shelf. Goody specs.
Okay.
There's a couple of locations in the state.
We've had two different tastings today. One with 6th Street Distilling, which really mastered all the different aging, mastered the finishing. You have mastered the unique grains
Thank you.
and unique distilling in a way that I don't think I've had from anybody else that I've been here to do anything with Matt. I think this is fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I'm biased because I love Grapevine, but
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. No, it's it's an art form. It's a lot of hard work, but it's an art form. Our methods are what give us that flavor, and our grain choices and our yeast choices.
this is wild stuff. If you can get a bottle of this stuff, make sure that you check out their website. Are we gonna have to spell it for people? We're gonna have to spell it.
Probably just spell for people.
Do it.
Taw whiskey, but Tahwahkaro is TAHWAHKARO. Tahwahkaro.
Folks are starting to come in here for the live event that's going to be completely catered as well with fantastic.
Feed store from South
There
Lake.
you go. Yep. Fantastic barbecue is going to be here with this. If you guys want to get here, you need to be at these events at the Whiskey Castle. If you're anywhere in Texas, it's a great destination. The pricing on it is very, very cheap too. It's like nothing to come to these events. No offense, you get the best stuff ever. It's like a great deal. Maybe you should raise your prices.
Probably.
Whiskey Crusaders, whiskeycrusaders.com. Also, Whiskey Castle TX on X right now, where we are live streaming. I want to make sure you guys go check that out. Matt, you want to wrap it up here before we get out?
Are those two ready to try on the show, or we get to wrap for the moment? You want us to try?
Oh, I thought that was it. I thought that was the grand
You got
finale.
one more, right?
I do.
He's
Okay.
got one more.
All right.
I was like, we're gonna not try that one. We've seen.
All right.
I just did the wrap.
I know, but that's okay.
Now, what is this?
So this is bourbon.
Yeah.
Another very old barrel. It's been resting or finishing in one of our malted rye barrels.
Oh, shit.
So again, I'm basically trying to
All right.
like I don't buy barrels. So
Yeah.
I was dedicated to that early on too. I want to finish in all the barrels that I make.
That's awesome.
So I just try to mix them and match them and stuff. As far as resting.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me.
Yeah, give me.
Actually,
Yeah.
or
Just I'll here just
Yeah.
pass it down.
Yeah,
I'll do a
pass it
little
down.
bit. Yeah. And then we'll wrap up so we can get everybody's starting to come in here and it's going to get a little loud.
this is
So
kind of my
make sure
second favorite. I'm more of a bourbon guy versus the rye malt, but this is my second favorite.
Is this another 150 proof?
That's big. No. Yeah, sorry, it is.
Is there one more? Is there one more? No.
No.
Oh, that's the 1 year. The 1 year.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wait a second. Oh, no way. Okay.
That's what happens when you get that 150 proof around. You just kind of.
Okay, the one you tasted that you love is
Yeah.
the bourbon resting in a rye malt barrel. You haven't even tasted the beer one yet. Oh my
What?
goodness. Oh no.
Wait, so the one that 150 was a bourbon resting in a rye barrel?
Yeah, we only have two.
That is.
Yeah, we
amazing.
only have two of our. We have one more.
He's got another one.
Yeah, get him over. What are we doing? Get him over.
Oh, dude.
What are we doing? Get him. Come on.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
Okay.
I was not drinking until that 150, and it's so good.
Tell
I
you,
don't
this
know.
bourbon resting in a rye malt barrel is.
You
It's,
got any of those I can buy?
We'll talk after.
You know,
Oh,
we're gonna
no.
talk afterwards about finding a bottle.
oh man, hopefully I didn't build up the old quad barrel. I call it the quad. Too much.
I think you gave me your grand slam there at the.
Well, that's good.
But I believe in what's going to come. It was so unique. The again the red and
Red and blue.
blue, the purple haze was fantastic.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
And this is
Okay, so
138.
you heard the whole story. I already given you that. Basically, local brewers in Palestine make really good beer, and
Oh,
I gave them a barrel, and it's very unique. I got the barrel back, and I was
You know
resting.
how it's good is when your whole glass is now shrieking because the fruit's so damn high.
Yeah, and our oils are so big.
whatever you're doing, man. So this is 138.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's so good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Those are all magical.
I'm 38. Oh, that's really. Can you taste I can taste the quad in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the quad was at 11.
You guys are gonna have a hell of an event tonight, by the way.
Oh, they know.
You guys are totally gonna do that. Yeah,
They're here all the time.
yeah.
They love it here.
Yeah, the Belgian quad was an 11.5% of Belgian beer.
Oh shit.
While you're waiting, feel free to try the garbage Elvis bottle that I brought over there that tastes like bananas.
He's really selling it though.
Sorry, I cut you off, sir.
It's, yeah.
That is so good. So I did this, by the way, with Hoppenstein
Oh, okay.
a long time ago,
Yeah,
and it
right,
was
another
their
grapevine.
best-selling beer on
Okay.
the what's that one they have? It's the bourbon barrel aged Belgian.
Okay.
But anyway, I've talked to him like a year ago or
Yeah.
8-9 months ago. We're going to do it again.
Okay. Awesome.
So yeah, I need to get more barrels to him.
I have not had proofed whiskey this high that did not burn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have really done something.
Thank
here.
you.
Um,
That process, we can talk about
Yeah.
that later. It's I can give you the insights. It's
for the super nerdy time, which
We
is going
should
to be
do-
later this evening. We'll hear
Well,
about
what
that.
we should do later on this evening, you do that, but also we should do a longer version of my show where, because you guys are local, you should come over to my whiskey room, which is a little bit more snug than this place, and hang out for one of my first shows in my new whiskey room over there. So,
absolutely. Yeah.
and bring that
Are you in
150 stuff.
DFW?
I can't say where I live because people threaten my life, but somewhere very close, somewhere close enough, and you should come hang out, and
Cool. Yeah.
it'll be.
That's
He
great.
knows where I live.
Got
That's
it.
good.
I follow him on Twitter.
But we're not talking about him here. So, yeah. Unless you're his friend, you don't know where he lives.
Yeah.
So-
I did have a 60-year-old nurse from Ohio that believed that we were married. We weren't.
Oh, lovely.
Enjoy your Indian scam, wasn't me. That being said, fantastic stuff. Tell everybody where they can find this again, and as this is going to start to get loud in here.
Yeah. So in the next couple of weeks, our new website launches, and we'll have a locator on there. I've seen it already current, but yeah, goody specs. Total Wine,
Twin
Twins,
Liquors. Yeah.
yeah, sorry, Fat Dogs. There's a couple hundred probably at this point.
I can't say this enough. I have, and I've been to a lot of these events. I've never, between the proofing being so high and so like just you taste flavor. You
But
have
that's important.
done things that I think a lot of bigger distilleries want to do and can't.
Yeah. No burn.
And then the unique grains that you use, it comes through, and it's very. I love it. I think it's great stuff.
Yeah, this is awesome. Like I
Thank you,
said,
sir.
it's been a great relationship. Like I said, we met them back in Grapevine on my mom read an article in the newspaper back home. Those
Yeah.
newspapers still around.
I know.
And she's like, "There's a distillery in Grapevine. I need to call these guys." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
We went, hung out for them for a while, and like it's the last thing went in the house before and stuff. So yeah, we know the guys for a long time. It's really cool to see them come from drinking a few month old whiskey to now 7-year-old whiskey that is
I know.
incredible stuff.
It's
So
crazy. I know.
yeah, this is pretty fantastic.
I've been out of camera shot for a while anyway. I've been enjoying the whiskey so much I haven't been paying attention. All right. That being said, guys, we're going to let everybody get ready to have this event. Matt, you want to tell everybody where they can come?
Yeah,
And
at the Whiskey Castle here in Hearst, Texas, WhiskeyStraders.com. And you've got about 40 minutes if you are local and do want to buy a ticket. There's a handful left, and if you want to still come down here, because some people decided they had other plans tonight. So, that's on them. They're going to miss a great evening, so come down here and check it out, and we'll see you guys next time.